Are you a filmmaker entrepreneur? Are you still trying to figure out how to distribute your film and frustrated with the current system in the film industry? This series will teach you how to become a master online film distributor. To do that, we need to start with some fundamentals. Like, subscribe, you know what to do. Most of us are hustling and trying to make this dream of becoming a filmmaker come to fruition. There are times of joy, but there are also days of frustration and anxiety. Am I gonna make it? Am I good enough? It's easy to get caught up in what we do every day and forget about the reasons why we got into filmmaking. I've read Simon Sinek's book, Start With Why, a few times. He's a wise man and talented speaker with a lot of insight for brands and entrepreneurs in our day and age. I highly recommend it. His book reminds me that it is not the what which motivates me to continue making films, but the why. The why is what will ultimately make you a great artist and filmmaker. I know this because I'm willing to bet that it is not money that drove you to becoming a filmmaker. If money was your initial motivator, then you are probably not listening or reading any of my content. You might be better off switching to a career that will give you monetary gain in the short run. Whether you know it or not, part of the reason why you wanted to become a filmmaker is to make an impact in people's lives. You might want to voice your opinion in a subject, shed light into a social issue, or make people feel a certain way. It is what makes you unique as a craftsman before even showing anyone your work. Get it? Here's an example. IBM. They were the Apple of their day, but lost sight of the fact that their original why was to make business more efficient. Their why became their what, to build big computers. This is how Apple actually communicates. We believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. See the difference? So how does having a clear why help your career as a filmmaker? First, it will help you get out of bed every morning and continue doing what you set out to do when times are hard. The good news is having a clear why can do way more. Here are some things your why does to your filmmaking career. It provides you with your guiding principles as to what you do and how you do it. It informs your audience of your reason for being. It determines your behavior, what you do and how you do it. It is reflected in your values. It determines the sort of audience you have. They will share in your why. It determines the sort of crew you hire and represent you and your films. When I start talking about this, many people ask me why I do what I do. And my why is very simple and important to me. My passion is to help filmmakers and entrepreneurs tell their story and reach the masses because I believe in the power of storytelling to drive success, growth, and influence. This clarity helps me every day and drives me to give as much as I can. Having a clear why gives you context for all you do as a filmmaker and even life. This begs the question, why did you become a filmmaker in the first place? I'd love for you to tell me in the comments below. The internet is saturated with content. I've done the homework in looking for great resources so that you don't have to. Here are some recommendations. The first is No Film School's 8 Things Every New Filmmaker Should Learn Before Making Their First Film. This video covers all the basics of filmmaking for beginners. The second one is Kissmetrics 4 Design Terms Every Filmmaker Needs to Know. The article actually says marketers should know, but the chances are you're working with designers. You might need a title for your film or for your poster. This article will help you communicate better with designers. All the links are in the description below. We're continuing to navigate what it means to tell our story and reach the masses. Join me in this journey to learn the power of storytelling to drive the success, growth, and influence of our films. See you next week.